Welcome to the Indie Author Roadmap, the podcast for new and aspiring indie authors.
We're your hosts, Rachel and Rob, here to help guide you on your writing journey.
Join us each episode as we share tips, insights and practical advice to help you take the next steps towards becoming a successful indie author.
Whether you're working on your first book, navigating self-publishing, or looking to connect with fellow indie authors, this is the place for you.
So grab your notebook, settle in and let's hit the road to your publishing dreams.
Because right in the end is just the beginning. Hello and welcome to Indie Author Roadmap, episode 53. I am the reluctant writer, Rob Radcliffe, and we have a very poorly...
Not quite poorly, the amazing, brilliant, fantastic, awesome Rachel. I can't remember what I had to do last.
The nasal, amazing.
Nasally Rachel with a sore throat.
Yeah, and we're coming at you on the 3rd of December, so it's very Christmassy. Are you feeling really Christmassy?
I'm always feeling Christmassy.
More so, we're in December now.
But I haven't got my tree up yet.
You haven't got your... Right, so you go on all fucking year going, oh, only 853 days till Christmas in 4 years' time, and you're the one that without the tree up.
Yeah, because we do like a whole Christmas tree day party thing where we have all the family around and we all decorate the tree, and we always do it the first Sunday of December.
Right, so this Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet that's nauseating. All the fake happiness and everyone on the side of the miles going, it keeps her happy. It keeps her happy.
No, it's the kids' fault actually, because they moved out. As they moved out, I was like, I'll be decorating the tree by myself. And then the oldest messaged me and he's like, when are we doing the Christmas tree? And I'm like, you've got your own Christmas tree. And he's like, yeah, but it's not your Christmas tree. I'm like, okay. So then I asked the others if they wanted to do it. And then they all wanted to do it. I'm like, okay then.
Yeah, my Christmas tree is the one that I've had since I was 5 years old, and because Mum and Dad gave it me when they upgraded, when we all moved out, they thought, oh, we can have a nice one now. He can have that piece of shit.
Yeah,
I love it because it's the only Christmas tree I've known, and I have it. Yeah.
Well, when they were kids, I used to I'd take them, and we'd go and buy the tree, and then we'd decorate on a Saturday, and because it'd be just me and them because he was working and stuff, we'd make just a little party of it, and apparently they've loved it and wanted to carry it on to adulthood, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe congratulations is in order. How many words have you done in novel writing in November?
104,000. Yes.
So that's 3,000 and a bit a day.
Yeah. It's just over... Yeah, it's just shy of 4,000 words a day.
And is the majority of that transcribing?
Dictation. About 75,000 words of that was dictation.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I've got 3 chapters left of my novella, and I went on the thing because it's on pre-order, and I've got 5 days before, so that's proper spurred me on. But because I'm writing it, I'm giving it to my editor, giving me straight back a few chapters at a time, then I'm throwing them out to my narrator. I've got chapters 1 to 8 already narrated, and it's brilliant. I've been putting a few bits on TikTok and stuff, and it's a bit hectic having to, do that sort of cycle. Right, those need to go there, blah blah blah. But yeah, it's good. It means everything will be.
Very tempted to put this one on pre-order because I'm like, I can see the end now. I've probably just another week or so and the book will actually be finished. And I was like, I put it on pre-order. I'm like, nope, don't do it because if shit happens, you just miss.
What, do you want to pre-order for Christmas?
Well, no, because I was debating, do I put it on pre-order for Christmas? But then this time of year is usually a rubbish time to publish your books, unless you got a Christmassy one.
Yeah.
Obviously. So then I was like, I'll put it in January. But I'm like, I've had so many times where I've missed my pre-order that I want it, that I've got the book file loaded and then it's on pre-order. But it's just so, because you can see the end, it was so tempting to put it on, just to have that win of it being on pre-order.
I've really felt the power of Christmas because I've done not much advertising at all for the pre-order, and I've got over 100 pre-orders. Nice. I've literally just done the odd thing here and there. I haven't set up any Facebook ads or anything, and the power of Christmas.
Christmas books seem more popular this year than they normally do.
Right.
What going to the bookstores and stuff like that, there's more cozy Christmassy stories.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, every year now, because it's not part of the actual. Well, it is, but it's not like book 7. It's just a part of. Even though it carries on from book, chronologically, it's sort of book 7. But yeah, it just means next year that I'll just be pushing it to fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to get my Christmas T-shirt ready and on my store and that, but it'll have to be next year. But it just means that December or mid-November will be all about that book,
Yeah.
and then it'll be like a way in for people into the series as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good.
And today we've got a guest on.
We do.
Yeah, Lee Mountford, because I want to quiz him on TikTok and lives more specifically. I was going to
Yeah.
see about getting Adam back on, but I thought let's try someone different take on it all. Yeah, so we're counting down for that, so we're going to have to think of things to say for the next 10, 20 minutes.
We'll have to see if we can get that Jennifer on, the one that writes The Witch's Crow.
Yeah, yeah.
She seems to be doing really well, and it's like one book, and it's a debut novel and stuff, and she seems to have a
Yeah.
great time.
I think we need to get a bit more organised in 2026. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots organised. I don't think that'll ever happen.
Yeah, because I mean, like when we're at the meetup the other week, authors are saying, "Oh, I love that. I love those ones where you chat because we're not chatting to the 8-figure authors,
No,
and it's just relatable, and that's obviously what we want."
that was our goal, though, wasn't it? To not chat,
Yeah,
not make it about being the 6-figure author. It was
yeah.
about the people, the majority of authors.
Who struggle?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll do one. We'll do like closer to New Year, probably in between Christmas. We'll do one of those goals that we had. We sort of touched on it the other week,
Yeah.
didn't we? But we'll do like the actual numbers for a year as a writer and a podcaster. But how?
Do we celebrate we've done a year of podcast because we've done 52 episodes? Or do we count a year of podcast when it's actually the year? Because we've done 52, which is a year's worth.
No, it's a year. We celebrate it as a year. Otherwise, we can't go back in time now and re-edit that one that's already live. No, so yeah, because is it the first 3 that we put out?
First 3 is like 27th of December, wasn't it?
Yeah. And how's the Indie Author Pit Stop coming along? Have you published it yet?
No, I've set the page up and stuff because you said you saw it pop up.
I saw it pop up and I've never seen it again.
Yeah, I asked you for an image. I'm waiting for you, actually.
Right.
Yes,
It's my fault, and then you'll get on it.
Because I asked you for the header and the avatar.
Yeah, I remember now, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it in a bit. I'll do it later, yeah.
Yeah, so that's where I'm up to.
I really want to do sort of rebrand for 2026.
Yeah, well, I've got the About Us page up.
Right.
Yeah, I just need the graphics. And
You say you've done the About Us page. Is there images in that? Because you haven't asked me for an image. Or you just going to your husband for fucking AI version of me in orange pants?
I've come to you for the header first.
Right, okay.
And the avatar, so that's where I am. I'm waiting for my co-host.
Okay, I'll sort that out when we get off here. So have you? My German books are live, I guess. Yeah, because they go live tomorrow recording. Yeah. So yeah, I've just uploaded book 3 and 4, so I'm hoping to see some more read through. Yeah, 4 German books out.
I know, I need to go back and redo mine and then put it back up. I've got credits running out as well.
Did you get those 10,000 free credits?
Yeah, I saw that in my email.
Have you not done them yet?
No, I just need to activate them.
I went on, at the moment I'm translating for 6 different authors, and I didn't even tell them about it. I just went on all the accounts and
added them.
Yeah, just added them for them.
Yeah. No, I spent this weekend, I've had it on my, it's one of those ones that's on your list to do, and it's like it's a pain in the arse to sit down and do it. So I've had it that I need to go and make all my vellum files match for the series. When I did the new covers.
Do you not? What I do is I have like book 1, and any other book that I do, I use that as a template, copy it.
Well, I hadn't worked all the way through them. So yesterday I took the book 1 that I'd done, and I made it into a template for my books 'cause they're all gonna have the same layout. And then I did a couple of books and uploaded them. But
Yeah,
then I
'cause
was
it
looking.
saves doing the front and back matter then, doesn't it? You just
Yeah,
put in the body and then maybe like a different author note or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. Well, then I was, 'cause I've done a dyslexic version of them as well,
Right.
so I was looking at on Amazon about putting them on because I know it's against Amazon's terms to have basically the same interior on a book. So I was like, I can't put it up as an ebook on the dyslexic version, I assume, but I could publish the paperback as a dyslexic version, or at least get that so I could put it on TikTok Shop.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you done a live yet? Have you tried it?
No, I've not. I've done a live with the author chat people, like just chatting, but I've not done a sales author live thing.
Yeah, they were on last night. So I just clicked on it. Oh yeah, it's that author chat thing. But they were talking about how things trigger them and stuff, and I was like, nah, this one isn't for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, I popped in for a little while. I think they were talking about, the Pixar movie Inside Out,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and which emotion they relate to the most and stuff. I was only on for a few minutes, so I was
Yeah, I caught it for a couple of minutes and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's enough waffling about us, as we usually do, and let's welcome Lee Mountford.
Yay!
There we go. I was
Welcome.
waiting for that. Yay! Welcome on the show, Lee Mountford. Now, I've been following you for ages on TikTok, and you're doing some great things, and I want to pick your brains about that in a bit. But to start off with, it's your turn to talk. Please introduce yourself to people so everyone knows who you are.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Really appreciate it. I'm Lee Mountford, a horror author from the northeast of England. I've been putting books out since 2017 when I put my first ones out, and it's been sort of steadily growing since then. And I managed to go full time in March of last year, so about a year and a half we've been doing it now. So yeah, really happy with how things are going.
Brilliant. So, so what spurred you to be an indie to start off with? How long have you been writing for?
So I've, all my life, pretty much, I always liked writing short stories, novels. I struggled to finish novels. It was always the next shiny idea that pulled me away to something different, which I think is common for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it was 2015, 2016. I thought, right, I'm going to dedicate just to finishing what I start and getting into that habit. So that was a big thing. And then from there, finished my first two books in late 2016, put them out 2017. And just sort of grown since then. But I've always written. I always like short stories, moving into novels, things like that. But with regards to indie, there's not a huge horror space in trad. There's just not, so
Yeah.
it's very limited on what you can do. So I thought, well, when I found out about indie, I thought, well, there's a chance to just get your work out there and see whether it sinks, sink or swim type thing. So I just went down that route, and I never really tried for the traditional. I might considering how little chances there are there, it probably wouldn't have worked anyway. So I thought there was only really one option in that regard.
Yeah.
Right.
Funny enough, there was a horror author that got me into indie authoring.
Ah, cool. Who was it, if you don't mind me asking?
Matt Shaw.
Matt, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic.
So, so did you start with Facebook ads, or how did you start marketing? Once you had a few books to show people.
To go with, yeah. So I initially started I tried Facebook ads way back when in like 2017. Never really got traction with them. Tried Amazon ads. Again, not a huge amount of traction. So I just focused on getting books out. And then I would say in maybe 2020, when I decided to write a series, which is difficult in horror, or so I'd heard. But I wanted to write a series based on this idea of this haunted house that then spurs into other locations. And I really wanted to, and then I really focused in on Facebook ads as well while doing that. And it kind of both hit at the same time, whereas Facebook ads really started to work for me. I sort of got them cracked to an extent, and that tied in with the series, and that's when things sort of blew up from there. But Facebook ads have been up and down, and they're difficult at the moment. I think everybody's finding that. I've switched mine off at the moment until maybe January.
Yeah, quite a lot of people have done that. because
Yeah,
this new Andromeda thing.
yes, yeah. I figure I'll try and crack that again when the cost per clicks are down in the new year, because
Yeah.
Christmas obviously prices for Facebook ad spend is quite high. So, but yeah, I was a bit of a mix, but it was Facebook ads that really make things take off. And I'd say 2020, when the first Haunted book came out, things just kind of hit at the same time for me, which I was quite lucky about.
That's one. And how many books do you have out now in the series?
In that series, that's finished. That's a 9-book series with a prequel novella. But I have over 20 novels out.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And TikTok, when did you jump on the clock?
Well, this is kind of early this year was my third attempt at TikTok.
Your third attempt?
Third attempt, yeah. I tried it in, I want to say 2021, maybe something like that, 22. Tried it, couldn't get a grips with it, stopped. Because, you know, your time's obviously spread thin anyway. Then tried again, maybe the year after, stopped. And then the thing that really made me jump was I met Adam Beswick at one of the publishing conferences. And, you know, he obviously, people should be aware of him.
And did Adam tell you shouldn't stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's for what you're doing. So everything that I've sort of done on TikTok and TikTok Shop and TikTok Live, I've just sort of followed in his footsteps and watched what Adam does. So he's been like right, okay, let's see how he's done this and see if I can sort of replicate that. So he pushed me to do it, and he does a Novel Gains challenge in January, which was January earlier this year, about accountability, keep posts, and I thought, right, here we go, we're going to make a good go of it now. And then I jumped in then, and it's sort of been steady away all year, and then jumped in with the shop and the lives and things like that, and it's grown since then.
Yeah, I was the same, because I mean I've been a running mate of sorts with Adam since TikTok started. Well, we both started TikTok together, and
Yeah.
he just went, this is what I'm doing now.
Absolutely, yeah.
And,
I think it's a mindset, isn't it? You know,
yeah.
you've just got to keep going with it until you crack it. It's not
yeah.
not something you can sort of dip out after a few weeks. It's
Yeah,
you
in
really gotta-
January I thought the same, you know, about I'm going to
Yeah.
do this
Yeah.
Adam's challenge. I think it was day 13 or something like that.
Yeah.
A couple of readers told me that what I was writing was rom-com, so I wasn't putting it out as that. I was putting it out as comedy, which isn't really a genre. It's more a tone. And and then I got my first 5-figure views, and I was
Excellent.
like, yeah, it does work, and it just
Yeah,
spurs you on, that, doesn't it?
That's it, exactly right. And I mean, to be honest, when I did the thing in January, I never got any. It was more about getting into the routine. I never got anything that went close to a 5-figure view video in January. It was just sort of steady away, keep going. So now I have 2 channels, because when I decided to do the TikTok Shop, I launched a new channel specifically for that. The idea being, right, if I've got this channel already that might serve to the US, but in TikTok Shop you can only sell in your own country. So I thought, if I do that with my channel, it's going to restrict anything going to the US. But this new channel just took off more than the old channel, so it gets quite a lot more views and things like that. But I keep running both and try and still get views on the US channel.
How did you get it to the US? Is it just luck, or is it just
look?
Yeah.
And it really stopped when they shut it down for that little bit, and it's never really come back. So I still run the 2 channels, because I've got also my direct store that I want to push traffic to. I don't have all of my books currently on TikTok Shop, so I still need that other channel to push everything else that's not on the shop, if you see what I mean. So I've kept the 2 streams. But yeah, since they shut it down briefly in America and it came back, I've not seen a lot go through to the US now.
It's just killed any traction.
It has. Yeah, absolutely. Which, you know, it is what it is. But hopefully that's when other methods can reach the US and things like that. It's trying to see what works for different markets now, I think.
What's your style of TikToks? What do you do?
So the TikTok Shop is where I'm doing sort of best on TikTok at the moment. And that was, again, you know, speaking to Adam and saying, you really need to be doing this, because I've got so many books out. I've got a bit of a following. So this is a market that I'm really not serving at the moment. So the idea was to go into the TikTok Shop. Now that means holding stock. Usually there is a way to do it without holding stock, but I wanted to go down that route. So took the leap with doing that. And with those videos, it's a kind of the things that sell best are the bundles. So I've got a 3-book bundle. I've got like 4 3-book bundles, and in that you get there's 3 bundles for the Haunted series. So the first bundle you get the first 3 books and so on. And I show what goes in the box sets. So you get a few little bookmarks, stickers, things like that, pens, branded pens, and I show what goes in, and and also packaging videos, things like that. And I just talk directly about what you get. You know, there's nothing really it's not like a carousel or things like that, or passages from the book on my
You're
TikTok
talking
shop
heads.
store.
So
Talking
yeah,
heads,
yeah.
with the what you call it, the
links.
captions, the captions where they translate what you say, and the dictation, that type of thing. And it's just mainly that tends to do the best for me on that one. But I've tried a lot of different things, so it's not just one thing sticks and that's it. You just got
Do
to
you
keep.
always have them connected to your TikTok shop? So will you always
Yes.
put a link in there?
That's it, exactly right. Yeah. So anything on that TikTok shop related channel, every video I put up, I'll have a link to a bundle or all bundles or something like that. So there'll be something linked on there. But all the time do that, just because that's the main way people find your shop.
Yeah, it's been weird for me, like with TikTok shop, because I've got my own now. So got all the got all the inventory in and all the rest of it. And I always found that when I put the link in, it didn't serve to as many people as quickly. But I found if I was just doing a carousel one or whatever, and then people start asking, then I'd be basically manually sending them to my TikTok shop.
Yeah, which is obviously not work. Yeah, that's strange. I've heard some people say when they link a product, it kills views. I've never found that personally yet. Some
Mine
do.
does
Not
that,
yours
but
does that as well, Rachel.
Yeah, well, no, it's slow.
Yeah.
It's a slow build up, but it gets there. Like on my TikTok shop, my 2 top viewed ones, and they're at 5 figures, are both got links in them, but they took ages to get there.
I think that's a good point, because I find the same with the slowness. So I'll put a video and it won't start going until 2 or 3, like a day or 2 or 3 or 4 days later. My top one has got over is it like 150,000 views or something like that? So there's people who have miles more than that, but that one was on like 4 views at the end of the first day.
Yeah,
and
I
it took
like
off.
that.
So
you'd be hiding it, wouldn't you? Embarrassed.
Exactly. Yeah.
51,000 views, my most viewed one, but it was like at 4 or 10 views at the end of the day. It was and I forgot about it, and then I started getting sales, and it was that one.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So that's what I'd say is just that's the consistency, is you don't know what's going to take off, and you can't really judge it after the first day. Because I had one that like it got really good views after launch straight away, and I thought, oh, here we go, and then it just stopped.
Died.
At about 2,000 or something like that. So you can never tell. That's why I don't really switch anything off at the moment, unless it's something related to like Black Friday. You know, when we're talking here, Black Friday has just been. Obviously, I'll stop those ones when Black Friday is done, because people will be looking for a deal that isn't there. But in the main, I'll keep the videos running and just see what picks up later, because you never know. And that's why it's like the numbers game. The more videos you have out, you never know what's going to pick up. Like videos that I've done and have sort of done well and then stopped, they'll suddenly pick back up again. I don't know why, but they'll just start serving. And all of those have got the links in and things like that. So it all helps.
Yeah, I've also seen that. Like, so there'll be one from weeks ago, and then someone will comment on it. I'm like, how are you even seeing this? It's weird, the algorithm, isn't it? Like, just trying to even work out what's going on behind the scenes. So it's just consistency, isn't it? Just keep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like I've been like I really started in earnest in January, and obviously we just started in December now when we're recording this. So, and I'd say I've started getting really good results maybe 3 months ago, I would say, when I started the shop. So it's not been an instant thing by any stretch. When I did the Novel Gains Challenge, it was really good because it made you show up. But the views weren't amazing, but I was recording the data and things like that and seeing what could be done. It just got you into the rhythm, but I knew it wasn't going to be just here we go a few days and now I'm making bank. It just doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
Yeah. And how do you, where'd you get your books from? Because
I go to a company that Adam put me in touch with called Short Run Press. Rather than going to Book Vault or KDP, is if you go for a large bulk order, the cost per book obviously comes down quite dramatically. So I just sort of jumped in initially. I thought, I'm just going to make a go of it. Now, it's probably wiser to just go to somewhere like KDP or Book Vault and get a few and see how you manage it. But obviously, if you want volume and the cost per book, you want to get that as low as possible. So now I've got you won't be able to see, but I've got stacks of books in my office here, but I also have 2 container lockups out in a lockup yard, and I've got rent 2 of those out, and they're filled with shelves with books with stock. So I normally, when I'm putting an order in with those, I order 500 of each book, and I'll usually order 3 books at a time. So there's 1,500 books coming at any one order, but it's built to that. That wasn't just this is what I want. I started off with 3 books at 300 each, and then we'll grow from there. but obviously that's still a big investment up front. If somebody's just starting out, it's probably best just to get a few off KDP or something like that and see how you grow from there. But eventually, if it does keep going, I'd say you want to go through somebody who can do the large volume and bring the costs down.
Yeah,
you know,
when
just to start making more.
when Adam was on, he talked about that, and he was saying, he's getting his books for about £2 a go now,
Yeah, that's it.
instead of the standard £5,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then you're selling
that's
it for a tenner. Yeah,
That's exactly it. Yeah, and that's where you make your profit. But that obviously comes with a large bulk order initially, so you couldn't get 10 books at that.
no,
You're talking 300, 400, 500 books to sort of hit that level.
Yeah. But you get
So
to
that's where I'm at.
a point, don't you, where you're building it up? Because I know when I spoke to Adam in Ireland, he was like, he started with 5 books on TikTok Shop, and
Yeah,
so I did that, and everything I earned, I put back in and just kept multiplying it.
that's it. Yeah, it's exactly
Yeah.
right. That's the way to do it. It's everything, like everything in the author thing. It's like a slow build. But what I also find helps is I have like little bookmarks that just off Vistaprint. They're not hugely expensive. Postcards, stickers, things like that, which I throw in. And then in the videos, you show those going in. And it's just something a little different that people like. And obviously everything's signed, that kind of thing, which people seem to really like. And the other big one for me has been recently, I mean, I've only been doing it for 2 weeks, but it's working well, is the TikTok Lives, which I never thought I'd ever do. But that's
exactly what we're going to ask about now.
As if I knew.
Yeah, well, I saw you on a live the other last week, was it?
That's right, yeah.
I've wanted to do it for ages, so I've done a few, but
Mhm.
not as, just selling QVC style.
Yeah.
I did one when I decided I was going to narrate my book, so I just
cool.
had it on while I was narrating my book, and
Yeah.
all the fuck ups and that was and I had a few
Yeah.
people watching, but I didn't. I mean, people were asking questions, and I was stopping doing what I was, and it didn't really work. But I think Adam, with his Novel Gains thing, is going to be focusing on lives this year, because obviously he's doing massive with it now.
Yeah,
I watch him most Friday mornings, and then he'll put a post on going, just another grand, which it's usually inspiring, because
Yeah.
he's nothing special. He's got his books, but all he's doing is talking to people about
Yeah.
his books and passing them,
Yeah,
So,
that's it. It's that tenacity, isn't it? And they
Yeah.
keep going to grow something. Because, I mean, for myself, is when I didn't know what I was going to do, because I'd never seen it live when I jumped on. I just thought, I'm going to do it. I was really nervous. I hated the idea of it. I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I knew if I thought about it too much, I'd talk myself out of it. So it was a Monday. I thought, no, I'm just going to go on and hit it, and like panicked and
what
and
time did
jumped
you
on.
go on? You just
That was a morning. That would have been about 11 o'clock. So that tends to be, I don't have set times, and
Yeah.
I'm experimenting a lot. I've done
Testing, yeah.
yeah, exactly. I've done late evening ones, afternoons, mornings, and I just jumped on, and it's quiet to start, so you just sat there on your own. There's nobody in your room, for
Well,
want of a better
yeah, I
word,
mean,
and you just
that's
sat
it.
like, oh,
That's
And
what's
it's-
giving me the ick to do it myself.
is.
I'm like,
you've got to power through.
Did you talk, or did you just kind of sit there and
Yeah.
wait?
So what I did is you sat there, and it will start pushing people into your room. You know what I mean? You will start, but what tends to happen is, and there's nothing wrong with this, is you'll see somebody pop in your room and a name will pop up, and then they'll quickly disappear.
Yeah.
So what I try and do is, as soon as somebody pops in, say the name's, I don't know, Kelly something, like that, I'll say, oh, hi Kelly, how you doing? You okay? Then they might pop away, and you think, okay, that's fine. And then somebody else will pop in, you're like, oh, hi Tony, how you doing? You're okay? And I just keep going like that. And the idea was I'd have a short story to work on while I'm there in case nobody jumps in. And then I could say I'm just working on a short story to people, because I didn't know what people wanted to see.
Yeah.
But then eventually some people will ask about, what you're doing, what you're about, things like that. And then you just obviously keep on top of it and answer to those people and try and talk as much as you can. And one thing I decided to do is, when people are in the room, if they're not talking, is to just say, I'm a horror author. If you like spooky books, you're in the right place. This is the type, and just talk as if, like TV presenters just talk to the camera and they're not expecting a response. So maybe go down that route and just force yourself to do it. It's uncomfortable, and it wasn't easy. But what I found is there's people on TikTok Live who are like amazing, and they just keep showing up to say hello. And now I'm not at the point where I could do what Adam does, where he's basically selling and bundling up orders and things like that. So I'm chatting to people, and just like, I have regulars who pop in and we'll just chat and things like that. And then you'll get sales that way, because the room builds and there's a conversation going, and people are jumping in and going, oh, what's this about? And they'll ask a question, and then you'll find other people who were there regular are answering the questions for you.
Yeah,
Like somebody's like, "Oh, what book should I start with?" Somebody's go, "Start with the Haunted series. That's what you want. It's
you've
fantastic.
got your
Jump on
team of
that."
sales assistants, all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You got like a little street team within your TikTok lives, and it just grows from there. And obviously, if you have a following on TikTok, that helps get people in the room because TikTok will tell them that you're live, but it's not dependent on that. It does push it out wider. And then the more likes you get, that pushes it wider. So ask for likes. I never used to ask for likes, and people like my regulars show up and go, "You should be saying, can you like it and share it? Like, get on that." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, yes, boss, I'll do that." And then you
What's
start.
this, when they're tapping the screen and all these hearts,
Yeah.
that's likes.
That's likes, yeah. And one person can get like thousands of likes. It doesn't have to be one per person.
Is that just slowly pushing it up the?
Yeah, that's it.
So more people see it, I guess. So.
That's it. I think I don't know the details, but the idea is TikTok sees your live is active. There's stuff going on there, so it feels confident in pushing it out to more people. If there's nobody in the room and you're sat doing nothing, there's no interaction, it won't prioritise it as much.
Yeah.
I don't know the complete ins and outs of that and how it works
sounds like
exactly.
a thing, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you get gifts and things like that, which is the little roses and all that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
you can set goals for gifts to get the excitement going and say, "Oh, can we hit this milestone?" I often do a thing like, "Oh, can we hit like another 1,000 likes in 10 minutes or something like that?" And it just gets a bit of a buzz going. But just chatting to people and some of the ideas they come up with, like now I'm going to start doing merch because people have asked for it.
Merch,
like hoodies, things like that, which
Yeah.
is a bit of a pain because it's VAT. Books obviously don't have the VAT element, merch will, so I need to get into that thing, but it's doable. So that's the thing.
You're
that I'm
wearing it
looking at.
as well while you're on live.
I do, exactly. I have a hoodie that I only have one, and I use this for live selling when I'm at conventions. So I put that on once. This is, "Oh, well, people like this," and it was like I'd buy that in a heartbeat, and that started going a bit nuts. So
Well, if
there's
you
all
want to
that.
buy it, then
Yeah,
Merch is
exactly. Yeah, and I'll be
crazy,
wearing
merch is
it. Yeah.
crazy, though.
So have you got merch on your TikTok shop?
Not at the moment, but I will.
Right.
That's what I'm looking at. I did have a mug, because when you first sign up, it recommends you put 5 products on. And I had the bundle. I had 3 books that I put on individually and the bundle. So that was the 4. And I had some mugs, branded mugs that I had from like signings and things like that. I thought I'd put them on, and they didn't sell. So I took them off when I had more products. But the reason they didn't sell is I didn't include them in the video. I didn't put any links in. So when people found out, they went, "I would have bought that." I was like, right, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you
more
just
merch
make
is
your brew,
coming.
don't you? You just make your brew.
Yeah.
On live.
That's how people yeah, exactly right. Because I took it off before I started the lives. And then when I was on my live and I'd take a drink and they're like, "What's that mug? Like, where can I get that mug?" I was like, okay, I'll
And
take
your
it off.
readers like the merch. Like on my other pen name that I have, I had a period of time where my merchandise outsold my books.
That's unreal. But it's
Yeah.
absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely. So that's the next sort of protocol. And also my wife writes paranormal romance. And with that being a crowded genre, we've struggled to sort out. The people that read the books really like them, but it's a difficult thing to break. But I've taught my readers about it, and we're going to get her going. Because with TikTok Shop, you can only have 1 shop per business. So we couldn't have 2 TikTok shops because we both have the author business, if that makes sense. But we can easily set her up on my shop and just change the name to Mountford Publications or something like that.
So when you're on, I don't know how much you know about this, but so when you're on a live, it doesn't matter. I mean, because obviously you're want horror people to buy everything you do, but so you can go on the same channel and then promote.
Yeah.
Romance.
So what you can do is you can link multiple accounts to a shop.
Yeah.
So
how do you do this? I need to do this.
Okay.
So I don't know it exactly, like there's terminology, but there's 2 types of ways to link an account to a shop. And there's the main one, which my TikTok channel is the main link. But you can have, I think it's a marketer's link or something like that. So you can have another link so the other person could just link products as well. So it works the same way, but I don't think they have the same amount of controls. I'm guessing there because I've not done it yet. But you can link more than one channel to a TikTok shop. So the idea is my wife would be set up on her TikTok channel. She would link to the shop, and when she posts a video, she would just link her books. And then when I post on my channel, I'm just linking my books. But if somebody goes on the actual TikTok shop, they'd see both. Yeah,
it's everything.
see everything.
But she's able to go live through. Well, she will be able to go live anyway, and just have the link from.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's it. But what I found was, and this is the sort of the beauty of it is, I was telling people what was coming just to something to talk about, because when they find out my wife's an author as well, they're like, "Oh, that's really cool. Like it's rare that you have a husband and wife who we write in different genres, so we don't write the same books. We're completely separate. We don't read each other's stuff because it's not our, I don't like romance, she doesn't like horror, but we help each other write. So people really love that. And we had some of Michelle's books left over from a signing, and I thought, on Black Friday, I thought, right, okay, I might just put a temporary listing up and tell my readers about it to see if anybody's interested. So we had 4 bundles and we sold them within an hour.
No.
And now my readers are saying, when's she going to be on TikTok Shop properly so we can get all of the stuff? So it's like, oh, okay. Readers just aren't set on one thing. And that was a really good thing.
Yourself as a reader, you read across genres. Like I read horror, but I also read paranormal romance and I'll read cozy.
Yeah.
Everyone does.
Yeah, that's it. It's
And I saw Adam do something for Halloween. He just it was a faceless one, but he had all his books, his fantasy series, the Levantia series, in just black bundles with his logo on, and then he had everyone else's, the spicy stuff that he also publishes in black things with a kiss on them. So he was doing both at the same time.
That's it. Yeah, you can absolutely do that. So, and this was one thing I sort of got wrong when I jumped in. I thought, well, these are just going to be horror people, and it's not that, because there aren't just horror people. There aren't just romance people
for that channel, is it?
Yeah.
Because that's what I've been thinking, because about time travel and Ladlet, it's 2 vastly different things, but it wouldn't matter, would it? I don't need 2. It can just come together. Yeah.
Yeah, people reading it. I think the majority of people, I mean, I've found in horror, the majority of my readers are female. That's just, I'd say it's a 70-30 split, which going in surprised me, because I knew in horror movies and things like that, the viewership was quite male dominated. So I just wrongly assumed that would follow through to books, and it's just not that way at all.
Yeah.
And obviously it's, so you could do that and obviously push people to you, just mention your other books as well when you're on there, and you'd be surprised, because people get to like you.
Yeah.
And if they know you've got something else, they're like, oh, I'll take a chance on that. I'll support that. Like, people picked up my wife's books and they'd obviously never read them. But because I'd said it, they're like, oh, I'm going to get in on that. Well, yeah, I'll put my order in. And it was like the 4 bundles went within an hour.
No, I mean, people read, don't just stick to one genre, do they? Yeah.
That's it, yeah. And there'll be certain things people won't read. There's plenty of people who will just not touch horror, and that's fine, you know. But they might pop in the room and say, oh, horror's not for me. I read paranormal romance. I'm like, well, I've got you.
Yeah.
I also have, and then I can do that. Yeah.
So what do you write as well as horror then?
So for me, it's just horror at the moment. I do read multi-genre. I like thriller, sci-fi, fantasy. Horror's my favorite, so that's what I've jumped in at, and that's why I want to just start to build things. Eventually, I might say my wife was studied in forensics. So we've always thought we could write a good thriller together.
Yeah.
But it's getting the time to sort of do that while we're building our brand. So at the moment, it's just pure horror, like haunted houses, or some things are a little bit more brutal. But yeah, that kind of thing.
How many works in progress have you got in different genres that you just had an idea, started writing, and then you've left it to you?
Well, I've got out of that habit, so now I tend to finish what I start, and that was a big breakthrough for me. So I have 2 projects on the go that I'm sort of plotting out, because I've got a book that's just going through its final edits, and that'll be out in about maybe the 10th of December. So that's getting ready to launch. That's a third in the new series.
My Christmas one's out 10th.
Oh, nice one. Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, I haven't got a set date, so I might move it. So
well, my pre-order thing's slowly going down. I've got 5 days to get it in, so I need to finish it.
To get it done. No, that's fair enough. Yeah, that's why I only put a pre-order up when it's done. And I know, and then I'll give it a few days. But then I'm plotting out another one in one of my other series, and I've signed a contract with a publisher for one book who approached me, and that's going to be, I have to get that midway through next year, which is doable. So I'm just plotting that out at the moment. Yeah.
So conferences, do you go to them?
Yes, I do. Yeah. So I do the publishing conferences, sort of SPS in the UK. I haven't been to the Ireland one yet, but I'm booked to go in the new year. It was 20 bucks to 50k at the time. I did the last 20 bucks to 50k in Vegas.
I know that's one as well.
Did you? Oh, yeah.
I was there.
That's it. Yeah. I haven't done Author Nation yet.
No, neither.
I didn't get on with Vegas. It was fine. It was just a lot.
I loved it.
Did you? I was the other way with it. It was too flashy for me. Everything flashed. I wanted a coin to put in.
I think because I've been to Vegas before, I knew what to expect.
To see how it was fresh. It was all just like, whoa, everything's a bit different.
Yeah. Ireland is good, though. I did that last year.
I'm looking forward to that.
And it's because you're all kind of like trapped in a hotel together. You just all rises. It's great. It's a great atmosphere.
I'm looking forward to that, yeah. And I did Nink, the one in Florida. I tried that one, which was good. I preferred Florida, although the heat didn't agree with me. But yeah, that was good.
So you're going to Ireland and to London next year?
Yes, yeah, both booked in, yeah.
Fantastic. We'll see you there then, won't we?
Definitely, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So what's your writing routine?
I mean, it fluctuates. I don't keep to this every single day, but the ideal is I get up in the morning, and now part of my routine is going to the post office to drop off the previous day's TikTok orders.
Yeah.
But this is another thing to quickly mention on TikTok Shop is I think most post offices do this, where you sign up with them and they have like a drop and go. So I don't have to stand there with a bag full of parcels to wait. You go and you just drop them off and away you go. So it's a 5-minute thing. And then I'll go to what I call the office, which is Costro Starbucks. And then I'll try and write there because I find I get more words done, more productive in a creative sense in a coffee shop or something like that. And then I'll do those on a morning and I'll try and if I've got a work in progress, I try and have between 1,500 and 3,000 words a day if possible. Depends how close I am to deadline on what that number will be. It starts out at 1,500 and obviously that'll ramp up as I realise I'm behind. And then the afternoon, I tend to split that with the marketing side of it and things like that. But with us doing the TikTok lives these last couple of weeks, and I don't have anything that I'm plotting at the moment. I'm not actually in the process of writing. The lives have been done on mornings and afternoons. I've been testing a lot. But my normal day will be writing in the morning and then marketing and things like that in the afternoon.
What have you found with TikTok Lives? Going back to TikTok Lives, because that's
yeah.
it's about.
Absolutely, yeah. That's where I'm finding success.
So you're testing different times of the day and stuff. What have you found the sweet spot? So I know you've only been doing it for a couple of weeks, but
a couple of weeks, yeah. I don't think I have a sweet spot on times yet. Because the first couple of days I thought, afternoons are the sweet spot. Okay, this is what I'm finding more success with. And then the next 2 days, the mornings work better. So I was like, right, well, that messes it up. Right, okay, I'm not learning anything here. But I do find Wednesdays, for some reason, in terms of days, both Wednesdays I've done have been really good compared to the other days. Yeah, and I don't know why that is. Maybe it's the midweek push to get people through.
Probably because people are sick of being at work, so they start being on their phone.
Yeah, they want that dopamine hit from buying something.
Yeah, maybe. That's it. But so I don't have a specific, I mean, as soon as I know something, I'll let people know what I'm finding, but I don't have a specific, that time's a peak time for me yet. But what I will say is you don't need loads of people in your room for people to buy your products.
Yeah.
I would say, I know people have loads of people in my room. I usually have between 4 and 12 people in my room at any one time. Sometimes it goes above that, don't get me wrong. But I'm okay if there's only 4 people and we're chatting. It's not like, oh God, this is
different ones coming in and going.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. And
because at the end of a live, it shows you actually how many people have been in your room, doesn't it?
That's it. Yeah. And it obviously you think, oh, hang on, that was completely in your head. You're just thinking there's 4 people.
4 people. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not that at all. So, and it'll dip to nothing at times, and that's fine. And the other thing is, I've started live and thought this is going to be but it's just not working. You know, I'm half an hour in. There's barely anybody here. He's looking to buy. And then by the time you finish, because you push through, you think, oh God, that was really good, that. So don't jump out too early. If you've got a set time in your head of what you can commit to it, don't dip out early if you think it's not working.
I was just going to ask that. Do you do a set time? Is it like, right, I'm doing 2 hours today, or?
Yeah, I'll say up front, when people come in, I'll keep reminding them, saying, I'm going to be on till 3 o'clock, whatever it may be. And I will stick to that. Unless something crops up that I can't help. But yeah. And the other thing I'm going to try and experiment with is actually having set times that I can, because you can create an event, a live event, so people can sign up to it. I haven't tried that yet. I've just jumped on. But I think if you have a live event that's set, people can sign up and it'll remind them to come. So I might do a weekly thing where I have a set hours and just put a weekly reminder out around the other, see if that works and just test that.
I'm excited. One of the reasons I'm excited is because I can waffle for fucking ever.
You'd be perfect.
but also, like, my house goes after 8:30 at night. Mrs. goes to bed. All the kids go to bed. I've got this time that I'm really not utilising, and that's when I could go down to the writing shack and, sell my wares.
Do you know what? I think that might work perfectly. I've not tried that late because with me, I don't have the office is upstairs. So when the kids are asleep, the rooms are close. I can't waffle. So, and if I'm downstairs, my wife's there, and it's tricky to do at evenings. But you'd think evenings there's more people not at work, more people potentially tuning in. So Yeah, that would be definitely something to trial. That definitely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump on it. I'm gonna have to bite
Yeah.
the bullet and just, sit there chatting to
That's
just
it.
myself.
Just try not to get disheartened. Try and stick it through. Don't jump off early. Don't think, you know what, it's easy to just
Yeah,
quit
at
off here.
least just do a bit of writing while you're there.
Exactly.
I guess.
Yeah. Like when I first did my first one, I thought I'll have this short story going so I can tap away, and I didn't write a word. And I didn't get loads of people, but it was just a general chat. And then you find people who were, as I said before, were just so nice. I think I've had one troll, and I've done it daily for 2 weeks, sometimes twice a day, and I've had one person. As soon as I started, they popped on and said, "What was it? We don't want your sweatshop wares." I was like, right, you don't even know who I am, but I just block and ignore it and carry on.
I wouldn't. I'd want
I know. I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But it would just side. If somebody jumps in and they see an argument mid-process, they're just going to jump out.
Yeah, it just makes you show yourself, doesn't it?
Yeah, as much as the temptation was there.
Yeah, but I did see one. It was pretty cool idea. I don't know how he did it, but he was on live. He was a writer, and then the top half of the screen was his page that he was typing on, and his idea was to have to do 1,000 words while he was on this live.
That's excellent.
I think I was on it for about 15 minutes. He managed about 8 words because he was just chatting.
But you know what? That'll have worked for him. He'll have thought, well, I'll take that because he's getting the engagement on there. So, but he's still got that for people to hook into. So in his head, he's probably thought, if I get no words done here, I'm okay with that. As Eddie, I'd guess that.
Yeah, I've not seen that because I actually said, "How are you doing this thing?" And then he started saying, "Oh, well, I've linked this to this to this," and I'm like, "Oh, forget it. I don't know.
It's too complicated for me."
That's how to do it.
Yeah. I struggle with the complicated. I'm still learning the whole thing on TikTok. Like, I know there's so much you can do, and I've not scratched the surface on it because I'm not the most technically gifted.
I was just saying to Rachel before I come on, Adams did something on an app called What's Not, I think it's called.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, where you can do auctions, and they're really quick auctions, and that looked like a lot of fun as well. But I don't think it's that platform's book orientated yet. Although,
not yet, no.
Canary down the mine that Adam always is.
Yeah,
he'll probably become a thing.
It is. Well, he did say, I saw Adam's comment where when he was doing it, he got a few comments from people saying, "I've been waiting for books to come on here." So maybe the audience is there and it's just not served. So again, he's breaking new ground and seeing what works and there's not been sort of mine before. So I jumped on his first one. It was interesting. It is like, it's like an auction, isn't it? It's that type of thing. Yeah. So you do need I'd say that would need more energy than a standard TikTok live when you get going, because it's not as high energy. I have found the TikTok lives, but it might grow to that because Adam's is obviously crazy and he's obviously packing orders all the time.
Yeah. Are you ready to do your first live, Rach?
Maybe.
You're going to get on straight away.
It is. I mean, it is the new. It's the next step in it, in TikTok and stuff. And I
need to get my paperbacks ordered with my new covers on because they've still got all my old covers that horrify you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that was one of the reasons. Funny you say that. One of the reasons we held off with my wife's books is we had the covers redone. And we wanted the new covers on there. Yeah, so because when I did the live on Friday and I had the 4 sets, 2 with the old covers and 2 with the new. So for the first hour, I was just pushing Michelle's books, and I was saying that these are the new covers, these are the old ones. The old ones were a little bit less, but they all went straight away.
Enough,
so if you get old stock, Rachel, you could do that.
Yeah, I do have loads. Well, I don't have as much old stock now because I've literally in my reader group, I've got old stock. Does anyone want a Christmas box? And they sold. So.
Perfect, yeah. But if there's anything left, you could do a live and say, this is the new, this is the old. The old one's a bit reduced, and you could and do that, yeah.
Yeah, I will do.
But it's just trying as well to keep on top of the orders. So I try and make it a daily thing where anything ordered one day is packed and ready, and it's dropped off at the post office the next morning. So then it's just on Royal Mail to push through.
When you sign your books, do you sign them to the person, or are they just signed general?
Unless there's a specific request, it's just signed in general, because when the order comes in, you might not know who it's going to.
No,
because
it's hidden, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. You only find out when you print the label. So in that case, you can only really give a signature, which helps because the other thing I do is I pre-pack bundles. So in my office now,
with my books.
Yeah, I've got stacks of the different bundles ready to go. And if somebody sends a message through, can you make it out to X? Then I'll add that in while I'm printing the label and things like that. But for the most part, it's just a signature because that's all you can really do.
Yeah. I've done what you've done. I've got all mine pre-done, so I've got to just whack a label on it and take it to the shop.
That's it, yeah. Nice and easy that. Otherwise, I did have one day where in the second month I was doing TikTok Shop, this was before the lives, whatever happened, one video went crazy, and it was a Sunday, and I had like 70 bundle orders, and I
Well,
was like, oh, I don't know if I can keep up with this. But it's only happened once. It's never happened since. It was a one-off, but I was panicking at that point. And if I didn't know,
That's a problem to have, though, isn't it? Eh?
it is, yeah. I don't want to make it sound like woe's me. I feel I don't
God.
want pity for that.
it's a shit yourself problem for a
It
moment.
is.
though.
That's it. Yeah, I was like, if this is every day, I'm not going to release a new book because this is going to be my life.
Say
And
packing.
yeah, I'd like this spread out. But it was looking back, it was a really good day. But it's only happened once, so yeah. But the pre-packing helped with that because I had.
Where'd you get your packaging from?
So the boxes that was another thing that's probably worth touching on is I like to make them look like nice and presentable. So that I use these
those black boxes, shiny
the black boxes.
Lovely,
Yeah, that I get them off Temu. I started on Amazon, but they went out of stock of the boxes I was ordering, and they never came back into stock.
Yeah.
So I think it's because they're a slightly odd size. So now we sort of do a big order on Temu, which have longer deliveries, but it's pretty much the same box. But we just get a mass order of them to come in. And then I use this red packaging paper. So at the bottom of the black box, the red just sort of sets it off, and then the books are put in on top of that. And I have the bags that I send them out in are these black glossy bags as well with the sealable tops. And then again, I have the bookmarks, pens, things that I put inside as well. Just so when they open it, it's not just like a standard brown cardboard box. It's something a little bit.
It's exciting. It's a present, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's making it a bit of an experience. And thankfully, it's going well because all of my reviews are like on TikTok Shop. There's one that's a 4-star and the rest are 5. So I was like, oh, I'll take that.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
So it's Temu all the way, is it?
Yeah, just for the boxes, yeah. It started with Amazon, but again, they didn't bring them back into stock. And Temu, you have to leave yourself enough time because they're not as quick with the delivery. It can take a few weeks.
Yes.
But as long as you sort of organise with things,
Isn't it coming from China with Temu?
I think so, yeah, something like that, yeah. And I have had, we have had where some of the boxes didn't arrive. If we ordered like 10, maybe 2 didn't arrive, but you get a refund for them, and that came through automatically. The other thing as well is they come in dribs and drabs. So I'd get we ordered 30 boxes once, and I got 15 once, 5 another time, and then a 10. So you're not going to get them all at once, but as long as you manage it, it's and they were cheaper per box compared to Amazon as well. But yeah, it works well.
Okay. And what's the future of looking like for Lee Montford? What are your plans for 2026?
So I've got a few things sort of bubbling away. I want to get into special editions. A lot of people have asked for those, so I'm currently in the process.
Or just to sell?
No, I will. So I'm going to do it a bit backwards, but I've already commissioned a load of art. Some of it's done. So I want to combine the first 3 haunted books into one large hardback with a dust jacket, things like this. Yeah, sprayed edges, things like that. This has been bubbling away for a while, but it's just like trying to find the artist because I want loads of artwork from the story inside. So it's not just the cover of a hardback. There's lots of artwork built into it. So I'm in the process of that. But then when I'm closer to getting it ready, I might run a Kickstarter then. And that will be a case of maybe getting back some of the costs already spent. But then I know the product's there. It's close. People aren't going to be waiting forever for it to launch. And then when that's done, I want that on my direct store, and I want that on the TikTok Shop as well. So that'll be a good thing. So there's merchandise to come on the TikTok lives and TikTok Shop. So I'll be pushing that. Obviously writing new books. I want to jump back into ads in January to push to Amazon again, because obviously there's readers there. So what I've found is that when I was over-reliant on ads, it's nice in the sense that there's not as much work. You sit back and let the ads do the work, and you go in once a week and you tinker and see what's working, and that's nice. But I don't know if that's going to ever be as successful as it was. So it's a case now you need more streams to be hitting. So there's the lives, the TikTok.
Doing TikTok and your lives and stuff. The engagement's brilliant. It is. Because you do your ads, and you might get someone sign up to your email list, and then in a few weeks' time, if they've bought a book, and you might get a hello, but you probably won't. Whereas it's just like that, it's they're messaging you straight away, and that is the best thing, and it is lovely.
100% correct there. You'll come off alive thinking, like, feeling 10 feet tall because people are so nice and like, oh, I've read this, I've got the first 3, they were brilliant and things like that. And like the compliments you get and how friendly people are in the main, it's just
And that
fun.
spurs you on to write the next one because you know
Hugely. Yeah, people are waiting.
People that are reading your stuff right now. Yeah,
That's it. And you get that sort of instant feedback. Plus, the other thing that I've found is obviously a lot of the people who jump on do like horror. They watch horror, they read horror. Ideas that they come up with, you're like, oh, have you heard of this place? It's supposed to be haunted or things like that. And, you know, there's this backstory to it. And you look and you think, oh, that's really good. There's a lot of ideas that can come from that. So, and then you think, do you know what? I'm going to make a note of that and look up. And they like, oh, I love that. I've sort of helped with ideas, and you have that backwards and forwards as well. It's a big ego boost. Like, I don't know how else to term it. Yeah, it's lovely. Like, sometimes you can get a bad review and you're feeling, oh God, and they're the ones I focus on. I have massive imposter syndrome. Yeah. No matter how many good reviews I get, if I get the bad one, I'll think that's the one. They know what they're talking about. Yeah, and I think it's common.
Ones, they're sensible.
Yeah, yeah, they know I'm a fraud. But then the lives just sort of build you back up from that. And I mean, fortunately, I'm quite lucky in the reviews that I get. But you do get the bad ones, and they just sort of, if you focus on them too much. But the lives, it's unreal. Yeah, everybody's so friendly. So I would power through the times when they're quiet, things like that. Don't jump out early. If I could give any advice, and just sort of power through and watch other lives, which I'd never done, and I really need to do more of that. So then I saw Adams and I thought, oh, hang on, I need to level up here because it's like that's nuts.
Notes, yeah,
exactly, yeah.
Saved like YouTube does it, or are they just gone when they're done?
I don't know. Somebody said you can download your lives, but I've not figured that out. I've not looked, to be fair, but I know they certainly don't show on my page when they're done.
Yeah, you can go back of house. There's somewhere where you can download them.
Mostly, I'm thinking because you can get in the mindset of if it's shit, no one will ever know because it's gone when I've done.
Yeah, you'd be safe in that regard. Yeah.
But in saying that, I mean, I've seen some people who lives, and then I go on their profile and they have no videos, but they've got 100,000 followers. You know,
and that's because of lives.
Yeah, that's from the lives. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. They're going to their market stall every day. It doesn't matter about the videos. Yeah,
that's it.
Do you have a routine for your normal posting? So like,
it's loose
and just book posting.
Yeah, to be honest, I keep everything book related. I know some people like to do some that are a bit of a mix. That I'll do maybe. Some people say I'll do 2 that aren't book related and 1 that is. Everything I do is book related. And I try and do 2 to 3 posts a day. Ideally, if I'm doing 3, it would be morning, afternoon, and evening.
Yeah. Do they all have links in?
The ones on the TikTok shop channel do. The ones on my other channel, I've got the link in the bio to the direct store and things like that. But it's not actually that regimented in real life. It should be, but there's days when it'll be 2 or things like that. And I'm like, oh, crap, the live got away from me. I've only posted 1 video. Yeah. But ideally, I'll do 2 to 3 a day.
How is the store going? I just went on. Is it Shopify?
Yes, it's a Shopify store. It's steady. I haven't advertised to it, so it's just through when I put a newsletter out or mention it. So it's steady away. I need to find a way to make that really hit, and I've not managed to find that yet. I'm reluctant to spend ads on it at the moment. Because I mean, your profit
it's a bit weird, though, isn't it? Sales ads.
Yeah, they're expensive.
It's quid to get a sale, and
there's your profit gone. Yeah, that's it. So it's not something I've jumped on, and because it sort of ticks along just okay. Then I figure, well, that's fine. When I put a new release out, most of my readers who want paperback, I'll go to the store because my books are in KU. Obviously, I can't do the ebooks yet. I'm considering that. So you'll have a spike on release months, which is, great, and people tend to go there rather than Amazon. Another months it'll just sort of tick along, but I need to find a way to sort of maximise that. And I'm hoping that the TikToks and the lives and things like that for books that aren't on shop will push people to that. That's the idea. I need to start mentioning that more.
I mean, the thing, like the TikTok shop and stuff, it's so early in it all. We are all the trailblazers with this new thing, and even people just starting out now going, oh, it's been going for ages. It hasn't. It really hasn't.
No.
Not in the scheme of things at all. Yeah, that's exactly right. And I wanted to try experimenting with lives on Facebook and Instagram and things like that, because that could push to the direct store quite easily. And it's all time, and you've got to think about, right, what can I can only fit so much in per day. But that's something I want to start doing as well, because obviously if you're creating a a post for TikTok that's not linked to your shop, you could post that same video to Facebook, to Meta, Facebook and Meta, that's the same one, Instagram, and also YouTube Shorts. Sometimes, surprisingly, like, yeah, like sometimes I'll get a few hundred, and other times I'll get like over 1,000 or close to 2, which no rhyme or reason. But for a 2-second upload of a video I've already got done,
Exactly.
it makes sense to do it.
And
Yeah.
and I know you need to get off, but last
No,
but
that's
not
fine.
least, are you jumping on the translation bandwagon yet? Or are you,
haven't-
you done any?
I haven't done any, not yet at the
No.
moment. But the thing is that kind of I have some translations done with a publisher. So I have in the Haunted series, I've got I've just signed the 6, so I'll have the first 6 books in Czech, and then I've signed the first book to a German publisher. So they're all in progress. So
Brilliant.
because that's the first in a series in those 2 markets, I couldn't really then go in and do translations for later books because the first one's already there. So which is fine. That's what I've sort of the route I jumped on before the translations really became apparent. So I haven't tried them yet. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that.
Cool. Well, this has been amazing, and it's really spurred me on. I want to
Thank you.
on live right now.
Yeah. Do it, yeah. Let me know when you're on. I'll jump
We'll
on.
do
And
it. We'll come on and cheer you on.
I'm on.
Yeah.
Please come and speak to me, otherwise I'm speaking to myself.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
This
do
has
it.
been great, mate. This has been fantastic.
Thank you for having me on. I've loved it.
Oh, good. And well, we'll see you in Ireland.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And yeah, well, I'll enjoy watching your lives and your TikToks. It's great.
And muddling
Hugely
through. Thank you.
inspiring. I know you probably think, oh God, I don't know what I'm doing, but it is really inspiring to see people like you, and
Thank you.
buying crates of books by the 500.
Yeah.
That's where everyone wants to be.
That's it. Yeah, but it's a build, and
Yeah.
people will get there. It's just about showing up. I think that's the main thing.
Fantastic. Okay, speak soon.
Thank
Okay,
you so
bye.
much. I really appreciate that. Take care.
Well, he's lovely, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we have to speak now, don't we? Fuck's
Do
sake.
you? I think when you do your first live, you'll have to message me and I'll come on, and at least you'll have one person. And
Say that again.
when you do your first live, you'll have to message me and I'll come on and.
Well, it pings
Yeah.
up, doesn't it? Like, if you're on TikTok, you see it like it's kind of glowing, like the thing.
Yeah, but it's if it shows the thing to you, isn't it? It's like because
Yeah.
Adam goes on, but I don't always see his lives because when I'm
No.
scrolling, it doesn't.
But
Just sort
I
of
do
show.
know that like what Lee was saying about doing like a preordained one.
Yeah,
It's kind of like push it out. Like, this person's going to be on at this time, and you can follow them and that. So I guess you can get a sense of if anyone's going to turn up or not.
yeah,
Yeah, it's exciting. I am excited to do it, and yeah, I need to get better lighting in my writing shack, I think, and get my other books on the wall
yeah.
behind me.
Go on Bargains and get yourself 2 ring lights. They're like a £5.
I've got. I just need to sort out the stage, I guess. Did you see Adams the other day, the Christmas one?
Briefly, yeah. When I
his pull down and
tuned in, he wasn't even there.
hey,
When I tuned in, he wasn't stood there. It was just the Christmas table.
busy off camera
Packing.
packing them or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good.
Lives, man, it's the way forward.
I know.
And seeing just the incredible results people are getting, and it's just literally, it's there for the
Yeah.
taking, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because you'd think now that everything would be all Amazon and bookstores and kind of like more, not that we're unprofessional, but more in that sphere. But it seems to have gone to readers want the
It's more
connection with
personable,
book.
isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
And that's it. It's more authenticity, I guess.
yeah,
If you're the guy writing the books, and it's exciting, isn't it, for people, I guess.
yeah, yeah,
Right, that was lovely. That it's been a while since we've done a guest one, isn't it?
yeah. It was good.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else to add? Are you going to go and blow your nose now?
But my nose is blown. I can breathe through my nose. It's my throat that's sore.
Oh, is it? All right. It sounds
Yeah.
like you're all.
No, my nose is fine. It's just a whole throaty thing.
What are your
Oh,
plans for the week?
To just write and format the rest of the books.
How many books were you writing when you did that 104,000?
I was on 2, but then I just focused on doing 1.
Right.
Within, like, the first week, I was like, "No, like, just go do this one."
Finished. Is it finished?
Nearly finished, so I
Right.
said, it's like, "Right," like, it's literally at the end, this is why I was tempting to put it on pre-order, but I'm like, "Not doing it
Yeah.
until you've finished."
Right.
Yeah,
Okie dokie.
yeah,
Been emotional as always, Rachel.
yeah,
Have a nice week.
and you. See you
Bye.
later. Bye.